Good morning. It is Sunday, November 7th. Welcome to Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. I am your Sunday fill-in blogger, Sally, or Cabernet Queen, as my friends know me on YouTube. And I'm filling in for Rosemary, of course. She is busy today at an OH conference in Texas, but she'll be back next week and back to her old life back at home in Fresno. So we look forward to seeing her next Sunday. The question this week is a good one, and it's particularly a good one for me. Would you do it again? Knowing what you know now about weight loss surgery and the effects, both mental and physical, would you do it again? Would you pick the same surgery? Why or why not? This is a good question because this is the week that I had my 1-year surgiversary. I am officially 1 year out from having my Roux-en-Y gastric bypass in Washington, D.C. with Dr. Fred Brody, November 2nd of 2009. Since starting the process to be approved through my HMO, I have lost 115 pounds. I am down to 133 pounds today. So, having said that, I would not change a thing. I have been heavy my whole life, from childhood. And I, lived with the weight that I was. I went up or down 50 pounds between 180 in good years, and 268 was my highest and really not good. 250 almost when I went to see if I could get approved for gastric bypass. See, I lived my life in that no man's land. Not quite heavy enough to qualify for surgery, but heavy enough so that I obviously had issues that I couldn't stay thin. I couldn't lose, and at my age, which I'm 53 now, it is really hard to lose weight once you hit your 40s, ladies. If you don't realize that, it is a nightmare. It seems almost impossible, and it was impossible. So I was fortunate enough to get approved for surgery. I was just over the line. And when I went in, I was fighting to get a band. Oh, I was loaded for bear. I said, how dare you tell me, HMO, you have no doctors that will do a band for me. You best supply me with someone who will do a band, because I was afraid of the malabsorption with the Roux-en-Y. So when I went in to see the doctor, I was talked to his nurse, and his nurse kind of said to me, you know what, Ms. Wimberly, you're a little old to be. He said, if you were in your 20s, I'd say go for that band, and when it doesn't work out, you can come back and have your gastric bypass. He says, but you're not exactly young anymore, and if you want to get this weight off, I suggest you do the R&Y. It'll get it off faster, and you'll be done. And I was really taken aback. And then he said, and what kind of person are you? Are you the kind of person that needs a little snap, snap, snap with the rubber band around your wrist to stop and do the right thing and to change your behavior? Or do you need a big board upside the back of your head to change your behavior? And honestly, I had to think about that one, because I didn't think I was that hard-headed, but I mean, when you have patterns ingrained for a lifetime, and I had a long lifetime, I guess I thought about what he said, and I realized, for me, it was time to fish or cut bait, and it was time to fish. So I had the Roux-en-Y. I have not regretted it for 1 second. I was healthy going into surgery, and a lot of times with the malabsorption issues and people that have problems post-surgery, apparently a lot of those things are prevalent in their bodies to some degree before surgery. I was pretty much a strapping healthy woman, no health issues to speak of. The only thing I've had since surgery was I did have a little B1 deficiency. About 4 months out, they discovered it because I was sick a lot. I threw up a lot the first 3 months, and that causes a B1 deficiency. So just so people are aware of that, they should be aware. And then that was rectified in no time flat. Took a pill, chewed some things, that was it. And this spring I had kidney stone, but that wasn't related to anything other than I was a woman of a certain age. I probably had that working on me beforehand anyway, and I did not drink enough water, and that did contribute to the kidney stone. So, having said that, my health other than that is good. My numbers are good. My blood work's good. And I wouldn't change it for the world. It has been the best thing I ever did. I feel like a new person with a whole nother life to lead, and I plan on leading it as out loud as I possibly can. I would absolutely pick the same surgery, although if I knew a little bit more about the gastric sleeve, or if that was even an option for me, I probably would have jumped, because I think there's some things about that that you don't have the malabsorption issue. I'm not really savvy on the whole thing, but that'd be the reason I'd pick the gastric sleeve. And in the band's defense, the people who work that band, like Wendy, that weight came off of her every bit as fast as anybody's had Roux-en-Y. So I guess it just depends. And it's the same thing with people with the Roux-en-Y. Everybody loses at a different pace and has different related issues. I would say that's pretty much all I have to say about the subject. You know that Wendy always wants to hear back what other people have to see, so please make a response video if you'd like. Just a minute, Tiggy. It's my cat. And the other thing is, I wanted to mention, in case anybody doesn't realize this, it was pointed out to me by Rosemary the other day, that on the Weight Loss Surgery Foundation of America site, where we have the documentary about Rosemary and Connie, they are putting all the videos that Connie's making over the next few months on that same link. So you can go and catch up on Connie if you don't follow her on YouTube. And also, we encourage you to spread that link around so that people can get invested in the story and support the cause. So please, if you get a chance to post that on your next videos, Rosemary would really appreciate it. Put it on your Facebook page, send it to your friends. Rosemary says, Connie is so ready, but we still don't have a date. And I guess that date is kind of up to us. So it's time to spread the word again, fellas. And I guess that's it. You guys, I hope you turned your clock back. If not, do it now. And I'll see you when I see you. And Rosemary will be back next week. In the meantime, you take care and have a great week.